Greetings, my name is Andrew Council, and I'm currently a junior double majoring in Media Studies and Communication Studies at UNT Greensboro. Today I'll be talking about my Silver Leadership Challenge experience, and I've titled my presentation, Following the Silver Brick Road. My coach was named Mr. Curtis Tarver. Here are my goals for the Silver program that I was able to set at the beginning of the semester. My first one was to continue my service with Hope Academy, which is a tutoring program right down the street from UNT Greensboro. I started my tutoring service there my freshman year at UNTG, but I wanted to be able to continue this throughout my college experience. Something that I was able to talk about with my coach was how was I going to make this experience different from my previous years serving at this location. Specifically, I wanted to work on my listening skills and learning from other leaders who work at this location. Also, I wanted to work on my leadership skills that I was able to learn throughout the Bronze Leadership Program and apply these transferable skills to my Silver Leadership Program. On this slide, I will be discussing the growth that I was able to see within myself from the beginning of the Silver Leadership Program until now. The first thing that I was able to see was that now I'm able to ensure that every service activity that I participate in has intention. By this, I mean I don't want to be able to just go and serve and to leave without being able to give something to the place that I'm serving and also giving something to myself or be able to build myself in a certain way. That leads me to my second point. My second point was that I am able to utilize the skills that I learned from the different sites that I work with, specifically the one that I work with this semester, and use the skills learned in my professional jobs and internship searches as I go on throughout my professional life. My third was I'm able to exemplify my growth throughout my various involvements within the UNCG community and the other involvements that I am able to participate in other clubs and organizations on campus. On this slide, I'll be discussing my community engagement and where I was able to work during my Silver Leadership experience. The site that I was able to work with was titled Hope Academy. Hope Academy is a tutoring and mentorship program right down the street from UNC Greensboro. Hope Academy serves the Glenwood community, which is a community surrounding the Hope Academy location. I have been working with Hope Academy since the second semester of my freshman year. However, as I mentioned earlier in the slides, I wanted to make sure that I was intentional with the ways that I differentiated this semester from the previous semesters where I served at this location. The ways that I did this was I was able to focus on three main ideals. The ideals were retention, reciprocal learning, and listening skills. By retention, I mean I wanted to be able to take something from the Hope Academy location and bring it back to UNC Greensboro. I wanted to make sure that I was able to take the skills that I was able to learn from this location and apply it to my life in the future. By reciprocal learning, I mean I wanted to be able to give something to Hope Academy and be able to take some skills and apply them to my life in the future. Lastly, by listening skills, this is one of the main ideals that I wanted to focus on throughout my Silver Leadership experience as a whole, but I wanted to work on being able to listen and being able to not be the first one to always step up. So I know that sometimes I'm always the first one to speak, always the first one to be the leader. However, I wanted to make sure that I kind of take a step back and work on my listening skills and see what I can learn from other leaders. On this slide, I will be discussing my personal motivations. The first question asks, why do you believe it is important to lead for positive social change? Personally, I believe that it is important to lead for positive change because as a leader, other people are looking up to you. This is specific to me because I work at Hope Academy where I work with elementary school age children. These children are looking up to me as a leader, and the skills that I'm able to impress on them, they will be able to take these skills and apply them to their school and their home lives. The second question asks, what is the why that motivates you? Personally, I want to be the change that I want to see in my community. By this, I mean I want to be able to change different things in my community, but I can't start within the community. I have to start within myself. So I wanted to be able to change things and make things better, but I have to be able to start that within myself, and I can't expect things to change by themselves. So I want to make sure that I start the change, and I have to be the change sometimes if I don't see anyone else move on my behalf or the community's behalf. On this slide, I'll be discussing my future goals. I plan on taking the lessons that I was able to learn throughout my civil leadership experience and apply them to various leadership roles which I hold on campus or which I hope to hold in the next 2 semesters. I have placed various organizations on the bottom of my screen. They include Alpha Kappa Psi, which is an organization that I'm already in. Grown Young Men, which is an organization that I'm not in yet, but I hope to join in the next semester. The Neo Black Society, which is a part I am already a part of. Spartan Guides, which I'm already a part of, and the Lord's International Honors College, which I am already a part of as well. But I hope to take the skills that I was able to learn from the leadership experience and apply them throughout e-board roles, throughout general body roles, and just spreading the knowledge that I was able to impress upon myself from my coach and also from the side that I was able to take and learn from and apply them to various roles within these organizations.